Welcome to today's debate. We will discuss whether climate change is the main cause of the destruction of animal habitats. This will be presented by yours truly, Erica Castro. Without further ado, let's begin. Firstly, I am convinced that climate change is the most decisive factor in the loss of natural habitats. This is based on the fact that rising global temperatures, ocean acidification, and polar ice melt are transforming entire ecosystems, forcing species to migrate or face extinction. It should be noted here that according to WWF, one in six species is at risk of extinction due to climate change because they are unable to adapt to the speed of environmental change or move easily. In addition, the Aqua Foundation points out that half of the coral reefs have been lost and forests are suffering serious alteration due to change in precipitation and temperatures. And the UN warns that up to 1 million species are threatened, and climate change is one of the main drivers of this crisis. Let me emphasize that the data is clear. Claim, Climate change is one of the main sources of habitat destruction. However, while I do not deny that climate change is a problem, it is not the only cause, as habitat loss is mainly due to deforestation, urbanization, and intensive agriculture. According to the OECD, land use remains the main drivers of biodiversity loss, although climate change is increasing its influence. European reports show that agriculture intensification and pollution account for more than 70% of the pressure of the ecosystem compared to the other causes such as hunting or climate change. It is true that deforestation and urbanization are important factors, but in my opinion, climate change amplifies all these problems. For example, forest fires are more frequent and intense due to rising temperatures. The data is clear because Greenpeace confirms that climate change is transforming the fire regime, causing more violent phenomena and massive forest loss. In addition, climate change triggers chain reactions such as extreme droughts and more violent storms that destroy habitats and reduce the availability of resources for animals. We cannot ignore the fact that even if we accept that there are multiple cases, climate change has a multiplier of threats. Each of the key arguments that has already been presented, but my final thought is that it is important to highlight that the data suggests that climate change is not only a direct cause, but also intensifies other pressures on habitats. This leads you to another key question on the subject. How can we act to mitigate these effects?